Hello.
What were you trying to do?
Oh man. Like, hey, Brees. Just gotta let it go. Gotta go for the water, have a swim, and get out.
Yeah, embrace the swim. Oh no.
Yes, yes. We encountered many a dinosaur, including a Simonosaurus, a Viceraptor, and even a raucous tortoise.
Yeah, well, we walked for like 4.5 hours.
We went for a stroll.
And then we got to the hut.
Wow.
I was just gonna pull out like random laughs. Oh no, there was, the first half was,
what was it?
Slightly downhill, mostly through some nice indigenous forest. It was pretty cool. Saw two nice
Churicos,
those things. Found two of their feathers too, which I think I've lost both of. Oh, we had a nice swim. Pretty cool river.
cool as in.
It was bloody cold. And then a nice ascent up to the hut. And the hut was really impressive. Really cool views. Yeah. And I had a lekker run into the sunset. Well, the weather was great.
It was so hot.
It was great.
It was like 22 degrees and pitch black.
So got to bed, fast asleep. It was great. And then 2 hours later, I just got hit by this invisible force. I think it's known as wind. It was pretty crazy. And struggled to get back to sleep. And was very tempted to go inside, but saw Bruce still outside and was like, too hardcore for this.
Couldn't let myself show you up.
I went inside there and I was like, I'm out.
Guy with this long hair.
You guys are rook. You woke us up, man.
So stayed out there until
I'm sorry.
about 4 in the morning. Then Bruce suddenly jumps up and shouts that the mattresses have disappeared.
I think I was very calm about it.
Dude,
Like, guys,
I woke up everyone inside. I was like, guys,
Everybody else.
guys, things are flying around outside. I was like, should I wake them up? And then I was like, Alex is gonna lose all of his shit, so probably a good idea.
Yeah, so we had a quick search party at about 4 in the morning.
Found the mattresses halfway down the hill.
Found half of my clothing, which had also disappeared.
Only lost like a sock.
Yeah, only lost.
So half his clothing.
Bruce lost.
Oh yeah, Bruce lost.
Oh, Bruce lost.
So Tim, from the north, they don't do socks.
So we started out there, the young downhill. It was pretty good, man. It was one young downhill, and we got to the bottom, man. It was a little bit wet. There was a bit of water at the bottom, and we crossed over the water. And then we had a bit of a slightly older uphill brew, but still quite young. And then it just kept going, brew, and going, and then we sort of like plateaued at the top, and then yeah, brew, we had a kiff lunch stop, which was prime, brew. Had a young swim, and and finished up the trail in the forest. It was lekker. Yeah.
Change my aim.
Das ist.
Yes, this is you.
You can see it. You can see it.
Yeah! Oh! Perfection! Nice.
Oh, that life is so nice.
There's some. Yo, so it was a really nice walk through the forest. Beautiful scenes of trees and ferns and whatnot.
Today's walk was nice and chilled. Like got 2 stops by the rivers and the waterfall.
River crossing. We had a very young jump in the water, only the youngest, but a reasonable 5-meter drop. It was lekker. Very good, very reasonable. Nice cold water.
Gotta set up a hammock.
Because there's still sand in the hammock itself.
Didn't quite work out as planned. But yeah, it worked out. It was chilled.
Not very sustained. Nur time higher from that party.
Yeah. Pretty cold, but yeah.
Just embrace the role, guys. Embrace the role.
Yeah, just traipsing along up in the heat, then the cold, then the heat, then the cold. Yeah, I'm definitely enjoying it.
And there's a very fine third man or fly slip, if you want to call it that.
Simon, what's happening in the cricket, mate?
It's about short bowling, it's about
Day 3 of the
it's about
second
trying
test.
to get
The
away
first test,
in the
basically
weirdest
nothing
places. So
happened,
what's
and
happened
South
is that
Africa
the
was
short
70
cricket
odds
is
for
now
4, I think.
moved
Batting in our second innings, New Zealand trailing by about 330 runs, I think.
He's about
Looking pretty good.
50 meters from the bat.
Over the next 2
It was
days,
one
we'll
wicket,
hear
you'd be on the edge of the
the
circle.
outcome of the test. Sure, it'll go our way.
It's done tomorrow, eh? First time I've seen it from
Who's gonna bring their big toe and battle it out?
Someone has to battle you, bro.
Battle of the Toes. Guys,
Alex, you say
Battle
right.
at Toes River.
Your mother heard that. She would have smacked you.
That was messed up. Guys can't multitask. Only one turn at a time.
So guys, why don't we have girlfriends? Because of us. It's so weird.
They've become like dragons.
Caterpillar warfare. It's one of those.
No, they're dinosaurs. What are those dinosaurs with the...
You need to make them properly fight. They need to like get some contact.
Can we?
Yeah, if you look at it like that.
Gooi a punch, gooi a punch.
Gooi a punch. I'm
Yeah.
gonna make him suck in his legs.
The route.
It was a young stroll.
No more.
No, it was very cool. Yeah, I started a little bit later than everybody else. Everybody else had left, but it was good. First little stint was on the road, which wasn't so lekker. It was a bit uphill in the sun, but it wasn't too hot at that time in the morning. And then we had a lovely descent through the forest in the shade, which was cool. And got to, was it Meisen River? Meisen River, had a nice swim, and then pushed on for another 5 minutes and had our very early lunch at 11:30. Yeah, and spent some good time being boys, throwing stones.
Oh, come on! So close.
That kind of thing. It was cool. What else? Yeah, there was a long slog uphill, and Mr. Weiss found a bos prawn, which is an elusive creature which roams the forests of the Outeniqua. Yeah, some say it was a beta version of Pokemon Go that got and escaped into the forest.
How's that? Tell us about that morning slog, the early part.
Morning slug, or like how they lulled you into like this false sense of ease, going, oh, there's a steep ascent, and it's just like a jeep track heading at a mild 1 to 10 like elevation, and then it just all of a sudden turns into this hideous pine needle covered floor where you're slippering like everywhere. Such dicks.
Spiky. No, okay.
Not as bad as Drakensberg though.
Okay, Vice is flipping. I read the lectures for like intro tracks. All in.
So Rock, after the ascent, talk us through it, the top, the walk up.
So we slept on top of the hill for a lekker hour.
After our 10 minutes on the top there,
Nice and warm. Nice view. And then long ass descent down to the river.
got into some rather dense bush with lots of ferns. All sorts. It was a nature wonderland in there. It was beautiful.
We took a break in the forest. Yeah, it was.
And then from there it was just beautiful, a beautiful dense forest, and pushed on to the hut. It was great. Yeah.
Nice.
You won't even see the video.
Fit for a asteroid.
It tastes like genuinely fermented.
All of us stationed and nice now. Van. How do you say campus in Afrikaans?
This guy has all the like. He's just spotting everything that we.
Who distributed the sparkles initially? Or did everyone have their own supply?
No, they're my sparkles. Well, they were, eh? Now. Now, I don't know what's happening. All in.
Story about the elves and the.
Get off this one. I was gonna hit your leg all.
It was prawn shoe. Made for flight.
Well, that was a nice 45-minute break.
Hey,
Look at this.
I'm breaking in, shaping up, and shaking out on the prison bars. But this is it, the apocalypse. Whoa, I'm waking up.
You don't normally get.
I might also break your.
Yeah, it's been raining the whole day. Luckily, this last day of the Outeniqua Trail was only about 12 k's, so we got that done pretty early, around lunchtime. The rest of today we've just been relaxing and eating the rest of our food.
It's just some feedback. We are now finished with the trail. Some general thoughts, comments, highlights, low points.
Oh man, I just felt like being a bit of a German. And as you can see, got my prime, some slops. It's not open cars, it's full on German. I saw Rebecca walking around earlier. Ask Rebecca when she comes here, she'll tell you I'm a full on German now.
I would definitely say the best swimming spot was deep in the Outeniqua River where we crossed it. We went downriver a little bit and assailed a little cliff, and we got to the top and discovered that it was quite high from up there.
How high was that though?
After we discovered that
10 meters! No, it was not 10 meters.
we decided that it was around 9 meters high.
We had a very young jump in the water, only the youngest, but a reasonable 5-meter drop.
And depth-wise at the bottom, it was around my height and a little bit deeper, but it was good. It was a nice jump, lots of air time. I had a few thoughts along the way down. It was great. What are your thoughts?
So guys, why don't we have girlfriends?
I can't remember and I won't share them because they weren't very pretty, but I'll leave to tell you this time, so we're happy.
I think my favorite hut was the first one because of the views, and I think maybe was it the fourth or the fifth one. Even though it had plug toilets, I at least got to like set up my hammock.
That was the worst one.
I got to set up my hammock.
That was terrible.
No. Nick, what about you?
Yeah, I think I have to say the first one as well. That view was just spectacular, and I didn't have great expectations coming into the hike. So seeing such a well-built shelter was really great. The mattresses were really comfortable. I wasn't too pleased about that door though. The door kept banging during the night because there was super strong winds. But
those winds were great. You just have to embrace them.
Those winds were terrible.
Yeah, being woken up in the middle of the night by Rourke yelling, "Everything's blowing away! Run!" And we all ran outside.
Everything was blowing away.
And grabbed shoes that were blowing across the lawn. But besides that, it was a fantastic hike.
We've got the cars were collected, so tomorrow we'll be heading straight back to Cape Town in the morning, hopefully stopping at the Sedgefield Market.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey!
Lekker goed.
Yeah, no thanks.
Just wanna go past the...
Yo, you got a full-on breakfast there, hey? Yo, lekker.